Jack Kent Cooke Stadium just outside of Washington, D.C. should be rocking tonight. Fans are hopeful that the USA can continue on their run. If they can beat Germany tonight, they would go on to the semifinals and take on the winner of Nigeria versus Brazil. We already know because of what happened last night that China and Norway have both advanced. They'll play in a semifinal on the 4th of July in Boston. And a pleasant good evening, everyone. Welcome to Jack Kent Cooke Stadium along with Wendy Gebauer. I'm John Paul Dellacamera. Certainly one of the reasons for the USA's success has to be the play of Tiffany Milbert.
Tiffany Milbert is one of those players who's recognized by not only her first 3 steps being explosive, but also her explosive speed. She's also a player who has an innate ability to finish in and around the box by making the best of her half chances that are created. Also, if she faces up 1v1 on her defender, she continues to keep her feet and the ball moving. You never know what she's going to do. Will she take on, or will she thread this final pass into a teammate running into the box? Julie Foudy is a player who got a much-needed rest in the first half of North Korea, but she came in and was absolutely awesome. She alone broke down the bunker defense by playing wide, and she created a lot of chances by connecting on a final pass with Shannon McMillan and doing a lot of combinational play at the top of the box. And her technical speed with the ball at her feet is unstoppable.
Sunday in this very stadium, Germany had a lead in stoppage time. If they could have won, they would have won the group. Instead, Maicon scores. Brazil wins the group. That means Germany must play the United States, but they say they're not afraid. They're pretty confident against the Americans.
And I'm not surprised that Rottenberg has said this quote. She needs to be confident. She's a veteran, and she's got to exude that confidence to her teammates. Now, a couple of the players that she looks for all day long are Bettina Wigman in the midfield. She's a defensive midfielder who's going to try and spring the ball up top to Inka Griggs, who has 3 goals on 18 shots, 15 of which have been on net.
No more round robin. The preseason is over. Choose your own cliche. The winner advances. For the loser, no more World Cup 99. Germany against the favorite United States coming up next.
It comes out of nowhere.
First time I hear it, I'm okay.
Boot. Boot.
Second time I hear it, I fall apart.
I freeze. I panic. Uh-oh. It's anxiety time, you know?
1 minute I'm talking to my mother.
Now. You have to make a decision now.
Next minute I'm talking to some guy about retractable awnings.
What's up? What's up with that?
The call waiting beep. A good reason to get call waiting ID. Know who's calling before you click over.
The phone is, once again, your friend. Call now to ask about our call waiting ID offer.
A car needs to be convenient. Get in and it goes, no hassles. That's why I bought a Chrysler product to begin with. It's also why I bought it from Les Vogel. You see, I want service to be convenient too. I drop it off, Les Vogel shuttle drops me off at work, or I decide to have it serviced when I'm in a town. You know, when I don't need it. Les Vogel takes me to SFO and picks me up when I return. Convenience. That's why I bought my car at Les Vogel, and that's why I get it serviced here too.
I have an exciting medical announcement. Monistat, the brand we trust, has a 1-dose yeast infection treatment. Monistat 1 is so effective, just 1 treatment cures a yeast infection. Absolutely nothing works faster. Doctors know the 1-dose keeps working for days for an effective cure. And it's the only 1-dose treatment with the name doctors recommend most. Monistat 1. 1 dose from the #1 doctor-recommended brand.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thou preparest a table in the presence of my
Me, guys? Or do we really look ridiculous?
Man, for free Bud Light, I'm doing 70s night.
Shut the door! You're letting in a draft!
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
ESPN's coverage of the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup is brought to you by Monistat, the #1 doctor-recommended brand for the treatment of yeast infections. By Power Bar, don't bonk. And by Bud Light, official beer of the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team.
Welcome back, everyone. Brianna Scurry gets another start in goal. The best goals against average in this tournament so far. She's had 2 shutouts. Part of our starting lineup being brought to you by Monistat.
And Captain Carla Overbeck will be responsible for organizing the U.S. defense and hopes to do so very early. In the midfield, Michelle Akers is back as a defensive playmaking midfielder after a well-deserved rest versus North Korea. And up top, Ham and Parlow will look to combine with Tiffany Milbrett.
As for the German side, Silke Rottenberg gets the call. She's had 1 shutout. She's allowed 4 goals. Here are her teammates.
And watch Steffi Jones. She's typically played as a sweeper, but 2 games before the Cup moved into the center of the defense in a flat back 4 zone.
Underway from Jack Kent Cooke Stadium. Brandi Chastain, number 6 on the ball for the United States. Just holding. Scouting report said that the Germans may want to go after the USA and attack their backs, which could tire them out. We'll see how they play it. Up for Milbrett, that's too far. Finchen takes over. Finchen is the captain, number 5. She lost it to Chastain. This could be a great midfield battle today. Germany have one of the best midfields in the world, and the USA likewise. Throw in coming up. Quick look at Mia Hamm. Everyone asking about Mia's injury. We'll get an update for you when we can, but she's obviously healthy enough to play in this one. They said wild horses couldn't drag away from this. Lead pass from Lilly is blocked. Smizak up the wing. 3 is Hingst. We'd like to thank Allstate and all of our sponsors for bringing you this match commercial-free as Germany tries to attack down the side. Sobrero with great speed is back there with coverage. Ball stays in play. 2 players go out.
And there's Overbeck. Very early on, she's getting a touch on the ball. She's trying to organize her defense early. The Germans scouted the game against Nigeria and know that typically the U.S. has been under pressure early in games, and that's when the chances have come.
2nd minute, scoreless. Remember that the winner advances. And for the loser, I can't say they go home, because if the USA loses, they're already in that situation. But the USA is obviously the favored side tonight. This would be the biggest upset of the tournament if the USA ends up losing here, even though Germany is a quality side. Let's go downstairs for a Mia Hamm update. Let's join Chris McHenry.
Well, JP, Mia Hamm has been nursing a sore right thigh and hip flexor, a minor injury that could turn into a major headache for a sprinter like Hamm. However, she took all of her sprints during warm-ups. As you see, she's in the start.
It doesn't surprise me that Hamm's okay, and I know as a professional, she needs to be very, very careful.
Fawcett, an uncharacteristic mistake. What is it with this USA team, and it seems like they have the jitters at the beginning of each game?
Well, you're right, JP. We've seen that at the beginning of each game, and it seems like they haven't settled down until either Scurry makes a great save to save them on an early chance by another team, or there's a big breakdown. So the breakdown has happened. Let's see if they can tighten it up.
And that was Fawcett in the game with Nigeria. It was Fowley. 2 players that rarely make those mistakes. Here's Hamm. Look at how many players converged on that side of the field when Mia had the ball. It's tackled away from Milbrett. Stop was made by Minert. Fawcett 14. The flick from Parlow. Tiffany Milbrett plays it back, and she rebounds off the Finchen challenge. Center of the box. Rottenberg comes out.
That's a good touch for Rottenberg to get early in the game. She comes out to about her 12. She possesses the ball very nicely. That's a good confidence builder for her.
Germany keeping it on the ground. It was intended for Prince. Comes back to Finchen, number 5. Now they move it up the right sideline from Hingst. Michelle Akers, well rested after not playing Sunday in Foxborough. Bit of a shoulder problem, too. Little ice, adrenaline. She's off and running. Mia Hamm bouncing off, and that foul is going to be called. Free kick coming up for the United States. Fourth minute, scoreless. Carla Overbeck getting ready, playing in her 3rd World Cup, finding Fawcett going forward. Joy Fawcett off the double team. Germany takes it over. Wunderlich plays it up. Tough challenge from Akers. No foul was called as she upended Inka Grings.
That's Michelle's way of saying, this is my territory, and she's making her statement on the game early. She's a player for the U.S. who needs, when she gets the ball, she needs to change the point of the attack on every opportunity. And she's such a great player who possesses the ball very, very nicely. And with her size and presence in the midfield, she's also very confident.
Hamm from Milbrett. Germany taking it over with Birgit Prinz. Losing, she'll get it back. Brent's a solid player. It's a very good German side. Some thought they would win the group, but Brazil won it on a goal in stoppage time. Chastain back to Scurry. She came out, and it's a goal for Germany on one of those miscommunication plays. Ouch.
Well, you can tell Scurry is not happy, and the reason for that is when that ball is coming back on the defense, if you're Brandi Chastain, you see Chastain coming here. Now, she's going to pass that ball back to Scurry, pass it outside the goal. So if it does go by Scurry, it's not on net. There's a big defensive breakdown there, miscommunication. I don't know if the crowd noise has gotten to them, but you got to pass that ball off the face of the net so that you don't have these problems.
Own goal in the 5th minute. Now, the last time that happened when they gave up a goal early, Tony DeChico's side knew that they could come back against Nigeria. This will be tougher. Germany is more disciplined. But we'll see how the Germans play now that they have the lead this early.
Well, it may cause them to relax a little bit more and get Wigman more involved in the play. Germany will be successful if Wigman touches the ball a lot. She's their playmaker and their heart and soul in the midfield.
Restart coming up for the United States. Second time that they have trailed in this World Cup. But tonight, remember, it's do or die. The winner advances to the semifinals, and for the loser, there is no more World Cup. Overbeck keeps it on the ground. Kate Sobrero pushing forward. Number 20. Back after missing the last game due to that twisted right ankle. And it's lost out.
She got the rest that she needed, so she shouldn't be a little, step slower, half step slow like she was in the game that she came back for. So she's obviously, they need her speed in the back there against this German attack.
Lily from Akers back to Michelle Akers. The touchback. Lily did well to come back and win it. Lost it now to Overbeck, number 4. She'll try to switch it. That's what the USA wants to do against this German side. Make them chase. Chastain. She's feeling, wanting to make amends for that own goal, regardless of whose fault it is. She'll feel it. She'll feel probably worse because the ball went in off her foot. Harlow almost sent Ham through. USA with Bowdy playing it out. Settled by Milgren. Right side Fawcett. Steffi Jones, daughter of an American serviceman, coming up with this ball and clearing it.
She's a veteran on this German squad, but she actually took some time off, JP, and she's back on the squad. And like I mentioned in the Open, she's a player who traditionally has played a sweeper, but a lot of the defenses these days are changing, and she's playing in a flat back four in a role much like Overbeck does now.
Chastain holds it up, now to Sobrero. 8th minute, Germany leads 1-0 on an own goal off the foot of Brandi Chastain in the 5th minute. Quiet crowd right now at Jack Kent Cooke Stadium. Now they pick up Harlow, Bowdy, right back. Harlow trying to touch for Lily. Lily's got it. Left-footed shot, just wide of the diving Rottenberg. Lily pounced on it and almost scored.
Kristine Lilly is a player who works all day long for 90 minutes every time she steps on the field, and looks like that ball may have actually deflected off a German defender, which may have caused it to go off the face of the net. But she's a player who's going to be working hard to get this equalizer.
Knotted down just outside now of the German box. USA picking it up. Ham electrifies the crowd with his cross, but it's right at Rottenberg. She was looking for Lily. Morgan was also making a run. Germany trying to come back on the right side with the lead and some room on the right wing. Akers trying to close it down, and it goes in on Scurry. And Viana clears. In the air, Ham won it. Milgren, great idea in the back heel, but it didn't get through. Bowdy and Lily. And more physical play. Bowdy picks up. Trying to cut through. Milgren finding Kristine Lilly. Trying to play it across. USA might have been too unselfish that time.
JP, I'm noticing that the Germans are doing a great job of getting their numbers back behind the ball, which means that the U.S. needs to get the ball wide. In that essence, it turns into a bunker defense, which the U.S. was successful in beating against the North Koreans in the second half, but it did take them some time, and I'm realizing it's taken them a little bit of time to notice that in this first half here today.
This one is going to roll out of play. We talked about the do or die. You can choose your own cliche, but this kind of pressure, the USA says that they like. If we're tied at the end of regulation, 2 15-minute sudden death overtime periods, which is really the golden goal now, according to FIFA. And if the game remains tied, penalty kicks, and what a way that would be to decide to see who's going on to the semifinals. We're a long way from those scenarios right now here in the 10th minute. But Germany has surprised the USA much like Nigeria did. Right side, Fawcett. Broken up, taken away by Minnick. In his face it goes. Ryan Ascari will get it. Let's go downstairs to Chris McHenry.
JP and Wendy trying to keep his team calm and remind them of the game plan. Tony DeChico just told Tiffany Milbritt and Cindy Parlow, keep it spread wide, spread the field wide up top. Back to you.
Chris, that's great heads up down there, and that's what we talked about early on. The reason for that is Germany is getting numbers behind the ball. They're playing a bit of a bunker defense. They've got about 9 players behind the ball defensively, so you do need to get the ball wide. That's one of the ways that you can beat a bunker defense.
The Parlow pass. Ham trying to work a little magic to Parlow. USA now going wide, maybe too wide, yes. Intended for Milbritt. It goes out of play, but that's what they want to do, get it near the sideline and stretch out that German defense. Germany in the previous games has shown fatigue near the end. That's probably what cost them against Brazil.
And the heat and the humidity is something they're not used to. That will definitely favor the United States.
Germany holding and clearing. Prince is there, so is Meinert. Meinert will switch it. Good job. Hinks, number 3, leaves it off. 10 is Bettina Digman, one of the best midfielders in all the world. Bigman settles. Nice touch towards Prince. Scoring comes out, and she grabs that ball. Long clearance, well over the halfway line, intended for Lily. Parlow brings it down. Can't get through. Got a player down. Looked like Bigman. We'll see. Yep. Number 10. And they will summon some assistance, and that gives everybody a chance to talk. And I think the USA may want to talk things over if they can get near the bench. Part of them want to get liquid refreshment, but the other part may want some advice and just to settle things down.
Here's another look at what happened here. Vigman's challenging up for a ball there, and it looks like she just inadvertently got clotheslined here by Lily, and she got an elbow right in her jaw. You can understand why she's down.
Well, she's the class of their midfield, and even more important because Foster's injured and out for the tournament, and they are the only 2 players that were on this team since the 1991 World Cup. 100 caps for her.
Well, they have to get her back on the field in order for Germany to keep this tempo and pace.
So Germany, a player down for now. Lily holds. USA trailing by a goal in the 13th minute. Chastain on the left. Looks for Ham, taken down by Fitchen, who fouled her. And complaining because she couldn't take a quick restart. That ball was kicked away. Gamesmanship, I guess. Fitchen is the captain of this German side. A veteran. She's been around. Akers and Ham over the ball.
We've seen how dangerous Akers can be from this distance.
Now Chastain is going to come up and maybe try to create some confusion. That wall not settled yet. Taking a long time for this restart. Now no disguising it. It's Akers who will strike it. Her shot right up the wall, very low. Bowdy gets it back. Possession maintained out to Chastain. Trying to switch. Not high enough for Overbeck. Wunderlich won it in the air. Then Overbeck with a great second effort to win it. Paid the price on a tough landing. Akers. Lily. Great couple of cuts from Lily, who scored more goals than anyone on this U.S. team in '99. Going wide. Milbritt looks, crosses, almost going in. Rottenberg made the save. We almost had another own goal that would have tied it. Corner kick.
Ham sprung Milbert so quickly that the U.S. didn't have enough numbers in the box, and the near post run, which is the run that always needs to be made first, was not made.
Set for the corner. It's headed over. Akers came flashing in. That time Germany did a pretty good job in marking up U.S. players coming through.
Here's a great corner kick by Ham. It's bending in towards the face of the goal, which is great for the onrushing Akers. And she atypically doesn't get the ball down. Normally she's got those balls down and right on the face.
Akers trying to win that in the air. It's settled by Sabrell. Notre Dame All-American. Look at this long ball. Onside, Ham knocks it down. She's in, plays it across. It's deflected. And Parlow was in too deep. There was no one trailing. Here's Akers. That's blocked. It comes free. Shot. Goal! Timothy Milbert has tied it up in the 16th minute.
This is a missed clear by the Germans. Look at this ball here. It just deflects through by Steffi Jones, and a great finish by Milbert. That's a great half chance in the box. Look at her face up and her explosive first two steps get her to the ball first, and it's in the back of the net. And look at this great celebration. Tiffany takes Cindy Parlow down on that one.
She's been a German killer of late. 5 goals in her last, now 7+ matches. After not scoring against Germany the first few times she faced them. That is huge.
JP, that's what makes this front line so deadly. If you can stop Ham, can you stop Parlow and Milbert at the same time? They combine. That's the same thing like the triple-edged sword of 1991.
We forgot to mention that Bigman had never come back out, so they scored that goal while they had an extra player. Bigman is just now getting ready to come back on with the referee's permission. Well, I guess a mistake really, or a lucky deflection on one side, an own goal on the other side, that's one apiece. And now we may see a totally different game. We're certain another foul. It's the USA's ball. Chastain's got to feel great right now. Those things happen, the own goal situations, but the player feeling the worst other than the goalkeeper, the player that knocked it in. 2-on-1 as Fawcett does the safest thing and knocks it out. 18th minute, one apiece. USA versus Germany. Winner advances to take on the winner of Brazil versus Nigeria. For the loser, there are no more games. It's a single elimination now. Nice spin move by Wunderlich, whose sister also is on this team. This one gets through, and Scory will stop it. Scory sends it long, brought down by Hingst. Here's Bigman, going in hard on the tackle with Milbert. Comes back to Fitchen. In the last World Cup, losing to a great Norway side back in '95, and here they are back again. That's Tina Toyna Meyer, who's been their head coach since after the Olympics. She took over post-Olympics in 1996. She's got a good squad, likes their chances, a good mix of young and old on this team. And she's lost some players, too, from the last World Cup.
And a big loss is Voss in the midfield. She's a great veteran for this team who is playing in her 3rd World Cup. She had a muscle injury and wasn't able to rest enough and just is not able to be out there on the field.
Mia on the left. Lily's wide open right side. Mia knew it but couldn't quite hit it. That was well short. Rottenberg will try to clear it. All the way back. Over back with one miss. Sabrera right back to Scory. Are they not hearing each other back there? Or are they too close together with the spacing?
Well, first of all, Rottenberg's kicks, those things are landing at about, what do you think, JP? Probably like the 40-yard line for the U.S. and the U.S. Side of the field there. And the U.S. defense can't let that ball bounce. That's the first mistake. If they can tighten that up, they might be a little bit better off.
Cindy Parlow taking on a defender and then taking her down. That was Marion Minert. And Parlow gets called. Parlow at 5'11", Minert at 5'6".
Well, here's Parlow taking on 1v1, and woo, she's lucky not to come out with the card on that one.
USA still without a card, the only team in the tournament thus far without one.
Here's a look at where Rottenberg's punt is landing here, and it's at the top of the box when Cabrera heads it back to Scurry. That ball can't bounce. That ball bounced once, Overbeck didn't win it in the air, and it caused him some problems back on the defense.
Fawcett sends it across. We're 20 minutes gone in this first half of play. Chastain to Michelle Akers, CONCACAF's Women Player of the Century. That covers a lot of great athletes, including Mia Hamm, who finished second.
Well, Akers is the player who scored the first ever goal for the United States, and it's fitting that she's out here competing in her third World Cup with all the tough times that she's been through, and she's still such a phenomenal player at this level.
Joy Fawcett being chased back by the Greens. Akers. And now Bettina Wigman. They've played against each other now. 3 World Cups. Wunderlich can't get through. Thought it was a handball. Here's Parlow. Tackle away. Played in by Sandra Minert. It's right back to Brianna Scurry. Originally, they sold some 41,000 tickets for this match. Then they opened up seats in the upper deck. Capacity, last time we checked, now is listed at 55,000. Germany on the takeover. Then Akers brings her down, and she'll get a foul called against her, bringing down number 8, Sandra Smisek. Kitchen on the touch. And Germany brings it up. Grings gives it back. Long shot right at Scurry. Clears it right at the halfway line, and it's picked off. Wigman sending it towards Smisek. Chastain boots it up the wing. Mia Hamm trying to bring it down, and it goes out. USA still not in their offensive rhythm. Germany actually in a better flow right now.
I think the U.S. is still trying to force the ball too much down the center, and Germany's game plan going in was to try and get the U.S. to play wide, which in fact, in my opinion, plays to the United States' strength, but they haven't figured it out yet.
Long clearance by the U.S. Milbert looks. And she'll need a wider field. This field about 70 yards wide. When this World Cup is over, these are some of the numbers you will be hearing about. And a lot of those tickets in China were complimentary. And remember, there was over 60,000 in one of those games. This is growing. Here's Lilly. To the end line. Knocked down for a USA corner. Their second. '23rd minute, one apiece.
Keep your eye on Chastain on the back post. Akers and Parlow are both making runs.
Lilly across. Chastain was there, and so was Michelle Akers. 24th minute, still one apiece. Clearance by Rottenberg. We're watching Germany and the United States from Jack Kent Cooke Stadium, a facility that's only been around since '97, with Wendy Gabauer and Chris McKenney on the sidelines. I'm John Paul Della Camera. It's back in the German goal. Germany wearing their green today, and the United States in white. Akers. Hamm brings it down. It's coming through. Tiffany Milbert to the end line. Trying to cross it. It's knocked out for the third USA corner. This time Milbert will take it. Ham is way out at the edge of the box. Akers and Chastain inside looking to make runs. Milbert drives it across. It's not turned out yet. Finally it comes out. And Germany almost won it with a big long shot from Ham. And that one goes out. Goal kick to Rottenberg. Immediately following the game, coming to you from San Francisco, watch over 300 of the world's top X-athletes from 25 countries. It's X Games Day 5, primetime on ESPN. Tonight, catch the best in bicycle, stunt, freestyle, Moto X, and skateboarding. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of Go Network, Go.com. Hengst on the right. Takes it around. Chastain, who recovers. And now Germany commits several more players to the attack. They'll try to play it across. Grings will chase it. Overbeck clears, but another giveaway. Smizek gives it up in the wing. A Sobrero deflection. She got some help. Akers clears. Fitchen sends it back for Germany. Both teams wanted to possess the ball a lot in this first half. And it seems like Germany has had the better and the more of the possession.
Well, they have. We mentioned earlier they're a very disciplined team in all their lines of attack, starting from the back. And they are a team who likes to possess it in tighter spaces. They're not going to play a long ball style like a Scandinavian team like a Norway or a Sweden would play. They're a very, very disciplined team, and they try and be very patient and possess the ball all over the field.
Chastain just got whacked on the far side by Grings. And the referee's going to come over and have a chat. It's Martha Toro Pardo from Colombia.
Here's another look at Grings going in hard there on Chastain, and looks like her foot got stepped on. Her tape even came loose.
And Chastain slow to get up. She's been one of the unsung heroes, I think, in this tournament. And even all year, we've talked about her versatility, but it's not just being versatile, it's playing these positions as well as she has.
When you think about it, I mean, most players just focus on knowing what to do best in one position. She does it in 3 or 4 different positions on the field.
Lilly tries to sneak by that last line of defense. Good solid play defensively at the back by Wunderlich. Pia Wunderlich playing in the 52nd International.
Here's a nice flick by Parlow. That's what she does so well. But look at Wunderlich here, and she seems to be just screening Lilly off. I've always wondered as a front runner, JP, why the defenders get away with that. That's very frustrating.
Wunderlich will take it over. Steffi Jones. Good stuff from Smizek. They're trying to flick it on to Grings, who is pushing forward. USA back in possession. They need to be a little bit wider for Cindy Parlow, but the USA will have it on a throw-in from Joy Fawcett. Foudy running in to get this. Fawcett with a touch. Here's Parlow. 2 players hurting there. Parlow bounced up quicker. Milbert into space. Couldn't quite get that through. Fitchen with a block. Milbert keeps it alive for Mia Hamm. Hamm and Hinks go after it. Hamm nutmegs her, and then Hinks with a great recovery in the one-on-one. Hamm will block it out, but a lot of pressure was on number 3, Hinks, that she came up big against the world's best scorer.
Well, great team defense starts up top, and Mia Hamm showed that just now. She was going in with a lot of courage and just worked great and great effort to try and keep Hinks from serving that ball out of the back.
It'll be a USA throw-in on the far sideline. 1 apiece if you're just joining us. An own goal, and then Milbert scoring. Jack Kempthorpe Stadium, the latest soccer venue. Previous years it was RFK Stadium, closer to D.C. Here's Lilly. Fitchen will clear. Yeah, Sobrero won that. Hinks got a piece. Lilly's over there. And out of play, it'll go. It'll be another USA throw-in from the far side. Chastain quickly into Milbert, who's able to turn. Here's Milbert shooting. That's a bit too high. But the German defense had better beware. They need to close her down before she makes that advance toward goal.
Well, they're trying to close her down, but she's so explosive on the ball. Look at her get in there and just quickly tap it as the defender commits, and she does a good job to shoot it from out wide. You never know if you're going to find Rottenberg off her line. Again, this is brought to you by the Power Bar Goal Cam. Look at this shot rifling at Rottenberg, just a little bit high. Milbert needs to lean over that ball a little bit more, and she'll keep it on the face of the net.
She had taken it around Steffi Jones. Tiffany Milbert's numbers just keep getting better. And so far in this World Cup, 3 goals. This is coming off an outstanding World Cup 95, where she hit a similar figure. Back the other way, it's Germany. Prince, nice cut back. She'll play it across at Akers. Saved the chance because Wunderlich was bearing down.
Interesting thing, too, is Akers is clear, almost hit Fawcett.
Germany will have a throw-in. Higman. Germans try to send it across. Overbeck and Foudy got their signals that look like messed up. Grings was coming in. It's all the way back towards Steffi Jones. She'll play it across. There's some pressure. Ham knocked it away. Good recovery by Germany. Back towards Steffi Jones. Now 26 years old. This one is going to get away, and Joy Fawcett picks it up in the 31st minute. Milbert and Parlow. 2 more players down, including Minert. They're going to stop play and allow them to take a look at this injury. And players very quickly are coming over to the sideline to get liquid refreshment. Both teams. 31st minute. Minert is the player down. She's not a starter in the beginning, but now she is. Julie Foudy, what a career she's had, and she could have had another career in medicine, except that at Stanford and now is because of the way the women's national team has taken over, she had to make a tough decision.
Well, she has decided not to go into the field of medicine. Probably going to have a broadcast career after she stops playing. We've seen her work with ESPN. But, JP, in regards to today's game, I think she needs to get more involved in the attack. She hasn't touched the ball enough, and against against North Korea, she was very, very instrumental in getting wide and breaking down the bunker defense. We need to see her touch the ball more.
She helped to turn things around when she came on in the second half of that match. All the way back it comes as it was played back to Germany. Wunderlich will clear. Favored USA in a 1-1 match against the underdogs from Germany. Akers with that clearance. And Michelle is down. Seems to have decent mobility with the right arm, but she said before if she gets in a collision or lands on it, it could hurt. And she seems to be wincing a bit, so she may have landed there. Fawcett will clear. Ham looks to get behind Jones. Steffi Jones plays her tough. She'll give up a corner, but that's better than what could have happened. Ham walking around it.
Well, that was a great ball by the U.S. to spring Ham in on the... She was playing on the edge of the restraining line, meaning she was playing with that last defender for Germany. Germany doesn't want to give up a corner kick. There isn't a big height mismatch, but when you've got Akers and Parlow and Chastain making the runs in the box, they're all great in the air.
Chastain looking for it. It was flicked by Parlow. Here is Akers on the chase. She'll bring it back outside. Foudy tries to settle, lost it on the touch. USA will recover. But it's forced all the way back to Sombrero on her side of the halfway line. Well-delivered ball to the right. Milbert now has to wait up a bit. Tiffany Milbert, who has the only USA goal, plays it inside. Ham shielding the ball. Trying to make that last step over move, and Wunderlich came in and supported her team. Now it's blocked. Ham went in hard to try to win it. Good setup, Fawcett to Parlow. It stays in. Parlow tried to cross it low, and here comes the 5th United States corner kick.
Look at me here working hard against Jones. She pulls the ball back, but the German defense organizes very well, creates numbers up as Wunderlich comes in for a 2v1.
Milbert's coming over for another corner kick. 34th minute. Plenty of room for her to take this. Milbert across. And out it comes. Ham will try to settle. Clever touch from Milbert. Back out to Ham. He kept possession. Knocked the field by Overbeck. And now Germany will clear it. Sombrero heads it forward, but right to the Germans, and here they come. Grings 4 players on this attack for Germany. Chastain took another hit. She bounces back up. Wigman plays it wide for Smizek. They're trying to stretch the USA defense too. Almost seems like both teams came in with similar game plans.
Well, they have. They're both very composed and like to play a very possession-oriented style.
Scurry has it. And Brianna clears. Milbert was looking for it. Instead, it's brought down by Wigman. Lily comes back to help out. She was fouled. Fouls on Prince.
Here's Lily coming back on defense. You can see this 1v1 play here. Look at the physical play there by Lily and Prince at the top of the box.
Kate Sobrero ready to put the ball back in play. Lily. Ham's turn, finding Lily. Looks for some support, finds it back in Akers. Chastain on the run-up. Harlow. Last pass failed the USA. They go no further. Prince in that collision with Sobrero. Ball goes out of play. Birgit Prince, one of the German stars, scoring 23 goals in 61 matches. Akers clears it out. We get another report. Let's go downstairs from Chris McHenry.
JP, one thing Coach DeChico just reminded his team of is to get those free kicks downfield quickly. He just told Kate Sobrero, quicker. We need those quicker before the Germans can get back. Back up to you.
That's one thing we've seen a lot of teams do well in this PEP, including Brazil. They set the ball down. Whoever's closest to the ball that's fouled, they set the ball down, even if they're not going to take the free kick. And lots of times you can catch the other team taking a break, and you can create a counterattack.
Rolling for Smizek to Wigman. And that's going to roll out. But it's going to stay in possession of Germany. Another Smizek throw-in. Intended for Prince. Chastain avoided that challenge from behind. Finds Milbert. Intended for Parlow, was knocked out by Germany. USA will have a throw-in from Cindy Parlow. Chastain across the way to Akers. Lily turns. A little bit shoulder to shoulder, and the ball goes out. Fawcett on the throw-in. Looks for Ham. Tough collision. They're both down. That might have been knee to knee. It's still loose in the box, and Fitchin clears. Steffi Jones up slowly, shaking hands with Mia Hamm. They're both up. And appear to be okay as Germany comes back, maybe with a numerical advantage. Right now it's 4-on-4 as USA hustle back, but there's an open play in the middle. Wigman with a shot. Story gets it. They had numbers.
Yeah, Germany did have numbers. They got a lot of people up into the attack, and here's Wigman's shot, but Scurry just comes over very casually. Not enough pace on that shot, but the U.S. was lucky because I believe Germany had a 5v4 situation on the attack.
Chastain. Plays it up. Here's Lily. Couple of moves. Looking to Parlow. He's turned all the way back. The long ball helping Germany get possession. And Grings, I thought, was doing some holding. She'll get possession. Kate Sobrero thought the same. Grings is ready. Scored a hat-trick against Mexico. That's all of her goals in this World Cup. 6-0 win. Push back. Prince. Put that up her old teammate. Mia Hamm will pick it up. But if she's hurt, she's not showing it. She's even doing more defensive work than she regularly does. Sobrero missed on that challenge, and Overbeck just clears out. Fitchin. Parlow chases with Fitchin, and that's going to be cleared. Here is Akers holding. Sending it to Chastain. There's no one there for Germany on that side. Now Smizek will try to close her. To the far side it goes. And wide. Milbret dancing through. Brought down. No call there in the box. Fans anticipating a PK. Instead of a PK, they'll settle for this throw-in from Brandi Chastain. Drying off the sweat and the wetness of the ball, the sweat from her hands to make a better throw. And a long one towards Parlow, who nods it down. And they're going to call Cindy Parlow for that foul.
We've said for the U.S. to be successful that they need to get wide, and I would say that Milbert's using every inch on this field. Look at her nutmeg Fitchin back here, and she gets taken down in the box, and there's a no call, and I don't blame her for being upset.
Long clearance by Germany. Sobrero will chase it down. Chastain to the left. 41st minute. This one was long. Germany have done better with the long ball approach than the USA so far in this match. Here is Lily. Look at this run by Milbert. She's in. It goes wide. It was too wide of goal and also too wide for Parlow to get it.
Well, I think she's got to decide to do one or the other. She was a little bit wide to have a good angle on the goal, but Parlow was making a nice touch. Look at this ball here. This is Milbert using her speed and explosiveness. Now, it looks like she's shooting, but she's either got to decide one way or the other because Parlow couldn't get in that quickly to get on the other end of that ball.
In the Open, you talked about her quick first step. Is it the quickest on this team?
It's the quickest, and the combination of her quick first steps and her speed, nobody matches her, JP.
Germany with Hinks up the wing. And that's going to be knocked out of play. Well, we'll see if there's any controversy in this game. Martha Toro Pardo, she was there. She saw the angle. She chose not to call it. Akers missing on that attempt. Meinert. Nice move. And Chastain will clear it out. It'll be a throw indeed for Germany. Scurry comes off of her line to make that catch. And Brianna Scurry will send this one a long way. But on all these long kicks, it seems like the USA is not getting possession. There's Germany taking it over. Smizek with some good dribbling. Meinert shot it wide. They want to try to close Meinert down and get her to go laterally because she can take on defenders well right down the middle. Coming up fairly soon, in fact, we'll have the Adidas halftime report, a feature on Michelle Akers. We'll have our All-State Save of the Day and a recap of the first half of play. There's Michelle Akers. She says this will be her last World Cup. Her body will tell her whether it will be another Olympic performance for her. That's in Sydney, Australia next year.
JP, I can understand this being her last World Cup, but I'd be shocked if she's not on the field in the Olympics because there's a fairly short time frame between these two international competitions.
USA picking it up. Here's Lily. Fawcett's touch. Taken over. Here's Grings. Taking on the defense. Lays it off. This one comes in wide and Overbeck clears it out. Cindy Parlow will chase it. Tackle from behind by Smizek, and the foul is called. Free kick for the United States. Germany has played the USA tough, and if they can leave this field at the 45-minute mark at 1-1, they've got to feel good about themselves.
Well, they do. That's a great accomplishment against the United States, but when you get to this point, I'm not surprised. I mean, we're in the quarterfinals, and there's a lot more fire in these players because you lose, you're out. So, you know, both teams are going to come with their best game, and definitely any team's going to come against the U.S. with their best game. That's what happens when you have home field advantage and you're one of the favorites to win.
Wunderlich attacking, giving it up. Wigman, Griggs against Sombrero. Some help from behind from Chastain. And then the foul is going to be called on Germany. Germany's had a lot of success tonight. Only one goal, but they've broken down this USA defense.
Well, they have. They've been very, very patient, too, on the attack, I'd have to say. And there's Griggs. It's a good example of it. Chastain makes a good recovery run to come back and double up, create numbers up against Griggs.
Chastain will be the next one to hit 100 caps for this U.S. squad.
I'm surprised she hasn't yet, JP, with how many years she's been playing, but she did take a bit of a break.
She hits it Sunday if USA advances. Foudy, and now Lily. Germany will win that individual battle. Minor, there's what she likes to do, right down the center of the field. A couple of minutes of stoppage time will be added on. Jack Kent Cooke Stadium, Wigman, Griggs, they'll play it wide. On the turn, Wigman, it's deflected, and a goal for Germany! Wigman has scored right before the half. So in the 45th minute, that's a huge goal for Wigman.
Well, we talked about what she means to this team. Look at her. Look at her composure at the top of the box, and she just gets her half chance and strikes it left-footed. And it looked like Scurry had it covered, but she hit it side netting, and that's almost impossible for any goalkeeper to save.
Wendy, I thought I saw deflection seeing it live. I didn't see it there in the replay. We'll get another look some other time. There's Chastain. Well, usually it's the USA that gets the killer goal before the half ends to take a team down. There'll be lots to talk about in the locker room at halftime if the USA is in down by a goal. Foudy will chase, and it's going to be cleared out of play. And as we told you before, that Germany would be excited at 1-1 going into the locker room at halftime. Then they have to calm themselves down if they're up. Meinertz. She's made things happen down that middle. To the right side. Chastain will go after it. Here's Prince. Wunderlich missed. Cleared by Overbeck. Up for Christine Lilly. Lilly keeps it on the ground. And then Steffi Jones takes it away. We're seconds away from the end of this first half. Lilly holds. Two players in on the chase. Germany wins that ball again. And that foul will set us right at the 2-minute mark in stoppage time. This will be the first time at halftime that the USA was trailing in this World Cup. Seeing some frustrated faces, which we're not used to seeing. That's blood from an earlier collision that Wigman had had. This will probably be it, this last kick of the ball. Overbeck, sending it wide. That's it. First half comes to a close, and if you're just joining us, this has to be a surprising score to you because Germany is leading the favored United States 2-1 with a huge goal right before the end of this first half.
Here's a look at the go-ahead goal by the Germans, and look at this great left-footed shot. Almost no spin on the ball. Wigman hits it side netting. Almost impossible for any goalkeeper to save. Even with Scurry's athleticism, she wasn't able to get there.
2-1 Germany leading at halftime over the favored United States. Remember, the loser is done in this World Cup. We would like to thank all of the official partners of the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup. Is this an upset in the making? There's still another half to go. But so far, the Germans are looking good.
Here's to the women who play. Allstate, proud supporters and fans of Women's World Cup soccer. This generation and the next.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Had enough?
Let's go.
Anything you can be, I can be greater.
Ready to stop?
Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
I'm not stopping.
I'm not stopping.
I'm not stopping.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can!
Now, move over to the right.
If you think it looks good.
No, the other way, my right.
Wait till you know it has more standard safety features.
A little more.
And more room for you and your stuff than Ford ZX2.
A little more.
Chevy Cavalier. The more you know, the better it looks.
Perfect.
Genuine Chevrolet.
How was it?
Beautiful.
You can drive away in a new Cavalier with your choice of low APR financing or big cash back. See your Chevrolet dealer today.
Okay, Christine. One step at a time. That's okay. Easy.
This halftime report is presented by Adidas, makers of the equipment Predator Manita, the most innovative soccer shoe designed for women.
And we've been asking, will he be there? Indeed, President Clinton is here at Jack Kent Cooke Stadium, where the Americans are trailing the surprising Germans 2-1. Welcome back, everyone. Michelle Akers joined the national team in 1985. She was their leading scorer in the '91 World Cup. This woman has an iron will when it comes to playing soccer.
Here comes across. Akers. Goal number 100.
When she, rears that leg back and smacks one from 30, there's a gasp from everyone in the crowd, because if that ball hits something or someone, it's going to do some damage.
At 33, Michelle Akers is still one of the world's most dominant female soccer players. But Akers' battles have not been limited to those with opposing defenses. Following her 10-goal performance in the 1991 Women's World Cup, her life began to change.
I didn't come home from the World Cup and all of a sudden a brick wall hit me and I'm laid out. It was gradual, but intense at the same time. And so over a period of 3 years, it got to the point where it floored me. And you're always questioning in your mind, am I just tired, or am I being a baby here, or am I wimping out, or is something really, really wrong?
In 1994, after twice being misdiagnosed, Akers was found to have chronic fatigue immune dysfunction syndrome.
You're running uphill against a strong wind, and there's just no respite. It's day after day, and day after day you have to call up the mental and emotional courage or energy to battle through your physical symptoms, which are extreme fatigue, that no amount of rest can cure or diminish. In the times you do sleep, it's not restful. Fever, upset stomach, immune system problems, metabolism problems, migraine headaches, throwing up. I mean, there's just a whole list of symptoms.
She's a person who, when she wakes up in the morning, she doesn't know if she's going to be able to play that day. She just tells us, every day I just pray that I make it through the day.
It can't help but be an inspiration to everyone else, because when everyone else is feeling a little fatigued, what's Michelle going through?
She's awesome. I mean, she finds energy where, I don't even know where it comes from, just to get out there and compete.
I don't identify myself as being sick, or a victim. I just happen to be a soccer player, a world-class athlete who has a chronic illness. But that's not who I am. It's a part of me, and it's shaping me in certain ways. But I want people to see who I am totally, and not just the chronic illness aspect of who Michelle Akers is.
Who she is on the field is the United States' second all-time leading scorer, a World Cup champion, and an Olympic gold medalist. Now she's saving herself for 2 final soccer goals, winning back the World Cup and a second Olympic gold.
I'm about 3/4 of my way up the mountain, and if I stop now and look back for very long, I might want to sit here the rest of the time and enjoy the view, you know. But my vision is for the top of the mountain, and this World Cup is one stop, and the Olympics is going to be the summit.
In praising Michelle Akers, Anson Dorn said Michelle Akers is the woman who legitimized our sport. Michelle Akers leading the U.S. against the Germans. She'll have to lead them back from the 2-1 deficit. The Adidas halftime report continues right after this.
Hey there, boys and girls.
And adults, too.
Be sure to come to Mitchell Park on Saturday, July 3rd.
It's the 18th Annual Summer Festival and Chili Cook-Off.
Over 30 chili teams will tango for $2,000 in cash and prizes.
Interactive games, arts and crafts, and special entertainment for the little ones.
2-step all day with live bands in the Mitchell Park Bowl.
Entrance is free.
Tasting kits are only $5.
Load up the minivan and come on down to the festival.
Okay, everyone, this is Mancini Sleep World's biggest mattress sale of the year. 4th of July means low prices.
Is it true we have Beauty Rest queen sets at $3.99?
And Serta Perfect Sleeper queen sets for $3.59?
You bet. And remember, you'll beat anyone's price, for their mattress is free.
With free delivery?
And free takeaway of their old mattress?
Yes. Plus, every mattress set comes with a free heavy-duty bed frame. This week, we just want everyone to know why Mancini Sleep World is the Bay Area's best place to buy a mattress.
Mr. President, live via satellite, a message from Billie Jean King.
Hi, Mr. President. This is Billie Jean King. Be there for the Women's World Cup Finals in Pasadena. Thank you.
Women's World Cup semifinals Sunday at 4:30 on ESPN and 7:30 on ESPN2.
Good morning, Miss Bowden. How are we feeling today?
Good, thanks.
Deep breath. Let me just check one more thing.
Are you ready for Women's World Cup soccer?
Body shoot! Go!
Brought to you by Bud Light.
Reflex is good.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. No, no puedo. Yes, I can. Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you. Yes, I can.
Welcome back, everyone, to Jack Kent Cooke Stadium. Our Adidas halftime report continues. President Clinton is here. I know his daughter Chelsea has been an avid soccer fan, at least one time was a player. Germany leads the United States by the score of 2-1. Time to bring you our All-State save of the day, and there haven't been a whole heck of a lot of saves made in this one so far. Boston nods it down. Griggs comes in. Scurry took it right off of her foot. That is the All-State save of the day. Bracket-wise, China won as expected last night. So did Norway. So they meet in a great semifinal matchup, at least on paper. That will be played in Foxborough on July 4th. And the winner of this game will take on the winner of the game that's coming up next, Nigeria and Brazil, for the right to play in a semifinal at Stanford Stadium, and then the finals on July 10th. What's going to happen the rest of the way? There's still plenty of soccer to come your way from Jack Kent Cooke Stadium, but surprisingly, the underdogs are leading the favorite team.
doesn't somebody bring that back? Meet the new Chevy Impala. Designed, engineered, and built to be the most carefree car on the road.
Let's go for a drive.
Here's to the women who play. Allstate, proud supporters and fans of Women's World Cup soccer. This generation and the next.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Had enough?
Let's go.
Anything you can be, I can be greater.
Ready to stop?
Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
I'm not stopping.
I'm not stopping.
I'm not stopping.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
City of San Francisco still rocking. Tonight, our 5th night of coverage in X Games number 5. We come to you from the pier along the San Francisco's historic waterfront. You want to be with us for tonight's coverage. Nothing but pure, crowd-pleasing events. One old standby and one event that's brand new. Dave Mira is a 7-time gold medalist already in these games. His consistent, nonstop style has brought him gold in the street. And after the prelims, he heads an all-star field in the bike vert finals.
Moto X.
And also tonight, we introduce you to the sport of freestyle Moto X, featuring boy wonder Travis Pastrana, a 15-year-old phenom whose skill and daring is unlimited. Be sure to stay with us right after World Cup soccer from the Bay Area, where JP, we hope to see the U.S. team in the Senate. Following soccer, catch Maryland native Travis Pastrana. This 15-year-old boy wonder looks to be king of Moto X. 2-1 Germany leading the United States. This halftime report has been brought to you by Adidas. There's at least 45 minutes and hopefully more for the USA in this World Cup as they trail 2-1 at halftime.
When doctors make mistakes, you need an understanding of medical malpractice law. Tom Brandy is the president of the California Consumer Attorneys. He discusses the changes that are taking place in medical malpractice. Please mark your calendar. The Killen Report, Channel 6, Sunday, June 25th at 4 p.m. and Thursday evenings, June 29th at 10 p.m. Tune in for a lively discussion on this important topic.
It's Stanford Nissan's 4th of July sales event. 0% financing, super discounts, super rebates, and $0 can deliver. 0 down and a coupon worth an extra $500 off in your choice of 1999 Stanford Nissans for a total of up to $3,000 customer cash. Pathfinders, Frontier Crew Cabs, Maximas, Sentras, Altimas. Remember, 0% and up to $3,000 customer cash. You can save in Palo Alto. Let me prove it to you. Stanford Nissan, El Camino at Page Mill Road.
Germany leads the United States 2-1 as the second half kicks off. Germany trying to pull off the first major upset of this tournament. And it's knocked out of play and winning. The U.S. team came out, it seemed like a couple of minutes before Germany did, and they also had stern looks on all of their faces. They're focused.
Right. They're ready to get this second half started, and they've got a mission. They need to come out here and recover from going into the locker room at halftime down a goal, which is very unusual circumstance for the United States.
Milgren keeps it on the ground, and that's broken up by Steffi Jones, who clears. And coming up for the United States, we'd like to thank Gatorade and all of our sponsors for bringing you this match commercial-free. Chastain on the throw-in. Germany will win it. Smizek, neither team made any changes. terms of the lineup as it came out for the second half.
One wrinkle that the United States did do before the beginning of the second half here is Christine Lilly and Cindy Parlow have switched positions. We've seen it happen a couple times in the Cup. Now, we'll take a look here at the Gatorade stats. This is interesting. The U.S. has outshot Germany by 3 shots, but look at the efficiency of the Germans. 4 shots, 3 on goal, and they're leading 2-1.
Rottenberg has not had to make a save. Time of possession, it shows the USA with an edge, but I think that's misleading.
Well, it is misleading because Germany has seemed to be a little bit more composed, and they're definitely playing a very nice possessional game.
The chase is on. Germany in the green and white will take it over on the far side of the field. Into the middle. Wigman. It's Wigman's goal. It's the go-ahead goal. Will it be the game winner and the one that sends the United States out of the World Cup? Still plenty of time left, but the USA must play better than they did in the first half. That was certainly far from their A game.
JP, I think a few keys is that the U.S. needs to get the ball wide quicker. That Germany's getting numbers behind the ball on the defensive end, but they're not, coming back quick enough, really. To be honest, the U.S. is letting them come back, letting them take a lot of time.
ESPN's coverage of the 1999 FIFA Women's World Cup is brought to you by Chevy Cavalier. The more you know, the better it looks. By Gatorade Thirst Quencher, when you need a little something extra when it counts the most. Gatorade, is it in you? By Allstate, proud supporters and fans of Women's World Cup soccer.
Germany on the ball with a lead. We'll see how they play it. Foudy taking 2 defenders with him. To Parlow. Cindy Parlow trying to look for Christine Lilly. Fawcett now in the middle to Foudy. And it's going to be played back by Hinkson. Rottenberg will clear. Chastain with a powerful header going forward, but Fitchen was there. Hinks on the right, number 3. Minert gives it up. Smizek. Blocked by Akers, it's coming back. Milbert nods it down, looks to get a shot off, and it goes wide, but it was touched out by the Germans. It'll be the 6th USA corner kick. USA could have used that break.
Well, normally Milbert gets that ball under control a little bit better. Look here, she takes a header on the ball, trying to get it under control, but Steffi Jones comes up huge to make that defensive play.
Off the hand corner, in the air, chested down, Chastain, goal! That's tight.
This is a brilliantly executed corner kick here by Ham. She sends it back post, and Parlow puts some pressure on the defense there and gets it back into the front of the face, and Brandi Chastain takes a half chance and sends it home. Look at this great shot. She keeps over the ball and sends it home. That's unstoppable. It's side netting. And what a great celebration. You know she's relieved.
She started the night, and it was off her foot that an own goal was given up. This is not the way for the night to end, but it gives the USA a fighting chance. They needed to score, one would think, fairly early in this one, in this second half, just to try to get the rhythm back in the tempo and play their kind of game.
Right, and this is a new game now. Basically, it's a 0-0 game. They're tied up. It's a new half. It's a new ball game. Well, it's interesting to see what changes the teams will make to adjust.
Here's Minor. And a break here, but Scurry read it and came off of her line. And the pressure intensifies. Remember, the winner goes on to the semifinals. There are no more games for tonight's loser. Chastain. Akers. There's Fawcett on the right. Down to Milbert. The Germans regain their composure. Lilly wins it back. Germany so disciplined even after the USA scored to tie it earlier. They didn't lose composure. They haven't yet after that last goal. Foudy. Harlow plays it back. Here's Akers wanting to switch it. Now plays it up. Milbert was chopped out from behind. The advantage. They were going to call the advantage, but nobody could hear the whistle. It's going to be a free kick coming up. Tony DeCicco, I'm sure, wanted a card for that. Off the quick restart. The Germans fell asleep. It's crossed in front, and a better cross. And Akers, or Ham, I should say, was wide open. Willie couldn't send it through. 7th corner. That's why you got to watch those quick restarts.
Well, that's the ball that Tony DeCicco was yelling for in the first half. Quick restarts, try and catch the Germans resting.
Milbert with another corner. And then Swinger. Chastain. And it's high. But they're getting to these balls now off those corner kicks.
Here's a nice look at this serve here by Milbert. She's bending it in towards the face of the goal. Chastain makes a nice early post run, and doesn't quite keep the ball down.
Well, things have changed here at the start of the second half. Let's find out why as hand goes down. Chris McKendry, what do you have?
At halftime, interesting, Tony DeCicco did not address what the Germans had just done in scoring a goal to go up 2-1. Rather, he talked about what the U.S. had done to earn this trip to this game and what they needed to do to close it out. Back to you.
Thanks, Chris. And the yellow card is being presented to Fitchin. First card of the day. That was a long walk for that presentation. And Germany wants to make a sub. Monika Meyer for Wunderlich. So Meyer has come on and subbed in earlier games in this World Cup. Gets another taste.
Tippy, this is very interesting. The German defense is allowing Milbert to get almost to the 8-yard line here, creating a 1v1 with Fitchin.
Ham into Milbert. The flick. The shot cleared by Fitchin. Looked like it was not intended for Milbert to shoot, but to flick onto someone else and get a better opportunity. There's Germany taking it over and coming back. Decent ball that never got to Wigman. Mia Hamm. Tackle from behind, and she wants a card there too. They won't get it on Prince. Quick USA throw-in. Brought down. Here's Cindy Parlow. It's tackled away from her. Germany tries to come back. USA getting some numbers back. Chastain heads it down. Carla Overbeck. Willie is wide. Cloudy. A little bit of trickery. Up the side. Here's Parlow. Cutting it back towards Milbert. Fitchin is there. Good slide tackle to knock it out and disrupt the USA's rhythm and momentum.
The U.S. is going to take some time here to set up this throw, and this is a very tactical play by the U.S. We've seen them use it a lot, and not only in the road to Pasadena, but here in the Cup. Chastain's going to look for Parlow, who's going to try and flick it across the face of the goal where the numbers are for the United States.
Randy Chastain ready for the throw-in, and now she'll throw it way out to Akers. Tripped up by Meinert, and you just can't hear the whistle, but that foul was called. Michelle Akers has got to be the most injured player in U.S. national team history. I can't think of anyone else who's had more injuries.
She goes in with her heart and soul on everything she does, and she goes down very, very hard. Looks like that right shoulder's bothering her again.
The eyes of a goal scorer focused on goal. Mia Hamm's ready. Hamm will send it up, and that one had way too much height on it. Goes well up over Rottenberg.
Tony DeCicco addressed what the U.S. needed to do to get back on the scoreboard, and look at Chastain's half chance there. She keeps it low, she sends it into the side netting, and you can sense a sigh of relief on her face.
Her 21st international goal, and this her 99th appearance for the red, white, and blue. Meyer plays it back and then looks for the return pass. Sobrero chasing after it, going wide. It's deflected. Should be a corner. And it will be for Germany, their first corner kick, if you can believe it. There's Brandy's numbers, and if the USA wins this game and goes on to the semifinal, the 100th International will come on the West Coast where she's from. Close to home at Stanford. This is Maren Meinert. On the corner. Sure, that one was intended, but that one got away, and it'll be a goal kick instead for the United States in the 57th minute of a 2-2 match. USA had given up only 1 goal so far in this tournament after 3 games. So in one half, Germany scored double what all the other teams combined have been able to do in the 3 previous matches. Harlow looking to turn on Fitchen. Bigman. Going back, Mia Hamm. Keeping it on the ground for Milbrit. Milbrit brings it back out. And now it's cleared out of play. The USA's ball in the throw-in. Schilliger's second most goals in U.S. national team history. This one's going to be cleared away by Germany, but another whistle. USA with a restart from Mia Hamm. The wall has only 2 players. This gets interesting. You've got Lilly with the left foot, Hamm with the right. Mia can bend these. Rottenberg knows it.
JP, I'm totally shocked that Germany only has a 2-man wall.
The step over. Hamm drives it in. It's knocked down for Lilly. Lilly holds. Shot blocked. Almost a bicycle kick pass. Cleared out. Fawcett. Right back in toward the box. Hamm made a late run. The flag's up. And the offside call is made as Fitchen upends Hamm. Fitchen had better be careful. She's already got the 1 yellow card. So Germany will have it on a rare offside.
Here's a look here at the offsides. The ball is being sent back in, and there's no question Lily's off. She's off on the serve when Chastain served it. Hamm gets in nicely, but Lily needs to get back on sides quickly.
Here's Akers. Smisek. Hengst. Oh, good burst of speed past Lilly. How many players do that to Christine Lilly? Akers goes in hard. Hengst takes it to the end line and good hustle back, but the USA will give up the corner kick. Only the second for Germany. If you're just joining us, an own goal of Chastain. Then Milbrit scored in the first half. Bigman in the 45th minute. And Chastain right at the start of the second half. So 2 huge goals there. One at the end of the first half for Germany. One at the start of the second for the U.S. Driven across. Chested down and cleared. Body moved it out. Hengst is back on it. In the 60th minute, a giveaway. Here's Mia. Against Fitchen. 3 are back as Hamm goes wide. That was great support by Germany. Mia Hamm using some great speed there, giving the USA their 8th quarter. She'll drive it across. The U.S. fights with Milbrit to try to keep it in, and now it's outside of the box. Milbrit brought down. Foul on Briggs. The president's enjoying it. The fans are enjoying it more, too. When it was 2-1, there were some long faces, but the crowd gave them a nice ovation when they came out. That had to make the U.S. team feel pretty good. Hamm is ready. The wall is made up of 2. Lily's going to go in there, and she says they're tying me up right now.
Keep your eye on Lily on the left side of this wall.
Hamm sends it in. It's knotted down. Oh, the U.S. was looking for a handball call as it's cleared straight up. Awesome. And now Germany takes it over. Overbeck. Oh, a bit too far. Remember, the winner goes on to the semifinals. For the loser, no more World Cup games. And if this score stands or any tie score, we will go into an overtime session. We could see the golden goal, Mr. President. President Clinton, beside Hillary Clinton, coming back the other way. Rottenberg, there was contact, and now it's clear. Some holding going on the other side. Can't hear the whistles. It's that noisy at Jack Kent Cooke, home of the Washington Redskins. Here's Akers. Clear the other way. Rings in a battle with Chastain. They both think it's theirs, and the referee bought Chastain's argument. Meinert is furious, and the German coach is up too. Toyne Meyer. Here's Meinert. There she goes, taking on defenders again. Sobrero with speed catches up. But that's where Meinert excels. Sobrero has it blocked out of play. USA will have it on the floor, and Kate Sobrero says there's a little bit of pain in that twisted right ankle, but she said once she gets on the field, adrenaline takes over.
So you didn't see any pain there. She made a great recovery run to create numbers up so that the U.S. could organize very well around Meinert.
All the way wide right. Overbeck settles, switches. Chastain going long. Hingst was there. The Germans bring it under control well to Schmizek. Nice play prior to that. Meyer. Hingst. Now Sobrero. Touching back for Chastain. Tiffany Milbrett can't get past Fitchin, who's not speed, but she's very physical back there. Better in the air, her and Jones both, than they are when the ball's played on the ground. The USA would like to take advantage of that with Milbrett's speed. They feel they have a great advantage there. 15 goals and 10 assists. The assist second to Mia Hamm this year. She scored more points than anyone on this team in '99. Akers touch to Chastain. Nearly 64 minutes gone. 2-2 match. The right to play in the semifinals. Akers is brought down again. Schmizek brought her down. Free kick for the United States. Chastain will send it across. Side of the box. The U.S. looking for a chance. It's deflected. Milbrecht kept it going. Mia! It was blocked. Great play by Hingst, and the USA now with their 9th corner kick.
You can tell by Hamm's face, you can read her lips there, she wanted to take that shot quicker. Sometimes you can't set it up for the perfect shot.
Super sub is going to come on. Now, with McMillan for Foudy, how does that change formation-wise?
Well, we might see maybe we're trying to get McMillan wider more often. That's going to be key to beat a bunker defense, and that's what Germany's playing.
Well, they wanted to give Shannon McMillan some more minutes. And here she comes to take this corner kick. She helped change the game against North Korea. 1 goal and a couple of assists.
The other thing I want to point out, JP, about this corner kick, she drives them across the box, and that's what the forwards and the likes of Cindy Parlow and Akers love.
You heard him. Go!
This ball is so tough for the defenders to clear. Look at it, it's driven across the box, and this time, Fawcett sends it home near post. Beautifully executed play. Sometimes it's important to mix them up, and that's what McMillan does. She comes in, sends it near post with a driven ball, and Fawcett heads it home.
Joy Fawcett's 19th international goal, quite possibly her biggest, depending on what happens the rest of the way. Right after they made the substitution, that driven ball you spoke about was there.
Well, McMillan's got that passion and fire back that we saw in the Olympics.
All the way across. That was headed wide. Sobrero touched it out. Germany's ball.
Chippy, a lot of times the team that scores comes under a lot of pressure. So keep your eye on the U.S. defense here.
Akers with a block. It's still loose in the box, and that's deflected back. USA looked a bit disorganized in there. USA's ball. One of the USA moms scored that goal. Joy Fawcett. 7th minute now. Germany on the ball. The Germans had a 1-0 lead and a 2-1 lead. This is the first time they've trailed in the match. Back the other way towards Mia Hamm. Fitchen is there to knock it out.
JP, this is the first time I've seen Fitchen flustered a little bit. That ball, she had an easy ball to clear upfield, and she kicked it out of bounds. The change that the U.S. has made is McMillan's up top, and Carlo is in the midfield.
They also want to take advantage of a German defense that may be getting tired here in the second half.
Good point. McMillan's fresh legs are really going to help that situation.
The USA foul. Milber and company told to settle down. Chastain, that goal was so important that she scored because it gave the USA some life, and then they started to play like the USA team we've seen in this World Cup, and then Fawcett's goal even bigger. Look out here, Griggs. I think she may have been able to get to that ball.
For some reason she stopped her run. Maybe she saw how fast Brianna was coming out for that ball.
She could have got it. Lori Ferris up off the USA bench, stretching. And they want her speed as well in the back for someone that may be getting tired. Here's Germany coming back, still with a lot of fight in their game. To Meyer, Sobrero knocks it out for a corner. Corner kick number 3 for Germany, and let's see how fast Sobrero can get up.
Sobrero's speed is really, really helping out this U.S. defense. Look at her come in here and make this recovery run. Oh, good covering by Kate Sobrero. She does it all tournament long.
Miner plays it back, warning it's her right ankle that was twisted, not her left. But seemed to take the most of that. Here's Griggs. Blocked. Akers and Overbeck. Throw in for Germany. Akers doesn't look at all tired. You wonder how much gas is left in that tank. She's played a very strong game up and down this field.
And this is the goal that puts the U.S. ahead. Look at this great positioning by Fawcett near post. The U.S. decided to mix it up. Normally they go far post with those corner kicks, and that was a great serve by Shannon McMillan.
How about a react from Hillary Clinton and Secretary of Health and Human Services, Donna Shalala? The president says off Joy Fawcett's head. He could have called that one. I could have laid out Joy Fawcett with her 19th international goal and her first one in this World Cup. Here's Hamm. That's blocked. Chastain will run it up. And that's too far. It was intended for Cindy Carlo on the wing here in the 70th minute. Well, two of the players that were struggling, admittedly, Chastain and Fawcett did not have good first halves. They've come out much better here in the second, and getting a goal is a bonus for each.
Right, JP, and that's the mark of a true champion. If you're down a little bit and for one half of the game, it doesn't mean your entire game is wrecked. You find a way to work through it and get the game back, come back into true form, which is what we've seen from both of them in the second half.
Going for Griggs. Lori Ferris still up on that USA bench. Here's Smizek. They're defending in pairs. That's what they wanted to do in the first half. They weren't doing it as much. And that foul goes against Germany. That's Smizek. 71st minute. USA had a good game plan coming in, but they weren't executing it that way. They weren't closing on the ball. That's why the Germans had a lot more ball possession than they wanted them to have. You're looking at Laurie Fair. The question is, who does she come in for? And we'll see. If you're looking at seniority, you would think Sobrero would be the one to come out. But we'll see. Here's Akers. Lily. Meinert coming back for Germany. Still on the dribble. Akers trying to slow her down. Here's Meinert. Meinert looking, shooting, and Scores. Got that. The breakdowns like that concern Tony DeCicco.
Definitely. And look at this, brought to you by the Power Bar Goal Cam. A great shot by Meinert. No spin on that ball, and Scurry does a great job to get near post and smother it.
Here it comes again. Sobrero's back there defending. But I think you see why he wants Laurie Fair in the game. With that speed, there are some tired players out there. There have to be. It would be tough to imagine Overbeck coming out or Chastain. They get all the minutes, or even Fawcett for that matter. They're used to playing full 90s. That's why I'm thinking of Sobrero. If it is indeed a defender. From the far side, that's going to be cleared out. They make a double switch. Let's see, he's got Chastain's number up there, which is surprising. Laurie Fair getting the go. And it'll be for Brandi Chastain. I say surprising because out of all the games you and I have done together, I've never seen Brandi really come out of the game unless the game was really out of hand. And the same really with Bobby. So these are interesting substitutions.
I agree with you, JP, and I think this substitution here may try for the U.S. to emphasize a little more defensive shape. Fair will stay back a little more than Chastain will. You got to lead, maybe put a player in that can help you hold the lead.
Here's Milgren. Deflected. Ham will pick it up. Tony DeCicco showing a lot of confidence, though, in young Laurie Fair, who's still in college, giving her these important minutes as this ball rolls out of play. Goal kick coming up for Rottenberg as Germany tries to come back. Immediately following this game, coming to you from San Francisco, watch over 300 of the world's top X-athletes from 25 countries. X Games, Day 5 prime time on ESPN. Tonight, catch the best in bicycles, stunt, freestyle, Moto X, and skateboarding. Rottenberg will clear. Fitchen. Lily, more USA chance. Great crowd tonight at Jack Kent Cooke Stadium. Nice venue for soccer.
Oh, this is a beautiful place.
Coming back, here's Grings. Leads it. The shot is low and Scurry's got it. And every time there's a breakdown, Tony DeCicco is up for the bench. He can't believe this. Some great penetration tonight by Germany. Credit them, but the USA will discredit, I guess, themselves. They'll be unhappy with their performance there.
Well, they are putting themselves under a lot of undue pressure and definitely not possessing the ball well enough out of the back. I mean, that pass by Sobrero, that's avoidable. There's only one attacker up there for Germany, and she's the player who ends up with the ball.
Mia Hamm was denied. Germany with the ball. Let's go downstairs to Chris McHenry.
JP, Brandi Chastain came off the field and ran right to the locker room. She tweaked her right ankle in the first half. It's not so serious. She has been playing on it. They put Laurie Fair in to get a pair of fresh legs and two good ankles in the game. Back to you.
Well, thanks, Chris, for that update. And now it makes more sense because that was a strange substitution.
It was. We saw Brandi Chastain tweak her ankle in the first half. Hopefully she's going to be okay. Youngest member of USA's Women World Cup team at age 20. That's amazing. And she is a good look at the USA's future.
She's playing with players that she used to watch on television.
She's playing with players that she used to line up for autographs from.
Now people ask her. 76th minute. Young Laurie Fair, who's got a twin sister, Ronnie, that also played collegiately and also played for this team. One game together. Foul call on Germany. 76th minute. Prince is saying that Hamm embellished it. Now, instead of quick free kicks with the USA leading, they will take their time. kicks on. Lily is way out. She's got that great left foot. And capable of scoring even from that distance. Again, that's a wall of two. Over the wall it goes from Lily. It was looking good. Goal kick for Rottenberg. National left foot from Christine Lilly, whether it's on free kicks or any other kind of situation. See Tisha Venturini and Sarah Whalen with a good view there right behind the goal area. Germany picking it up, 77th minute. USA has used a couple of subs already in this. It's going wide. Grings. Fair gets there late. Story gets another true bounce. USA is fortunate that the chances at the end of these breaks are not quality chances.
Look at the space here. You can see on the far side. That is one criticism of Fair's game, is she gets out of shape, and she got caught up on that situation, but the Germans just didn't execute it very well. They just served it right into Brianna Scurry.
Throw-in coming up from the far side of the field. '78th minute.
You see this happen so often in games. Hand goes up. She's getting good body contact there.
Backline McMillan missed wide with that header. Asked if she was playing as well as she was in the Olympics. She says, I think I'm playing better.
Well, I'm sure a lot of parts of her game have gotten better. One thing that she's definitely improved upon is her shot. It's one of the best shots of any player on the U.S. team.
USA trying to get control of Milbert. Tiffany Milbert, her first goal, tied it up for the United States after they gave up an own goal. Lily stops it, switches it. Nice job for Mia. Tackled away from her. Smizek from behind. It'll be a corner kick, number 10 for the United States. Chelsea has joined President Clinton and Hillary. Mia Hamm getting ready to take the corner. Driving across Rottenberg with a one-hand swipe. Here's Overbeck. U.S. looking down that right side. McMillan. Great moves. She's brought down. A goal kick coming up. 1 goal and 2 assists in the last game for Shannon McMillan.
She's working so hard out there on the field. She's got fresh legs. Look at her battle through both of these German defenders. And then she's looking for her serve across the box. Gets held up a little bit.
Whoa, what a collision that was. I thought Fawcett may have taken it equally, but she does not get the worst of it. Instead, it's Prince who was down. In the 80th minute. Get the feeling that 1 more goal for the United States and that puts Germany out, but if they don't get it, you got to wonder about the space the USA is giving up and the chances that Germany has had after the USA took the lead.
Oh, that's a good point, JP. At this point, they need to be conservative. They need to tighten up on the defense.
A lot of goals in this one as we get down to lose and you're out that stage. Brianna Scurry has made 4 saves so far, 2 goals coming off with the corner kicks, and we've seen a lot of goals in this tournament. I know a lot of goals in general come off corner kicks and free kicks, but we've seen quite a few in this short tournament so far.
We have, and one thing that the U.S. is so good at, and we've seen them do it today, is they've mixed their corner kicks up. They're not always serving at back post, and actually, when you mix it up, you've served at back post all day long, then you serve it near post. The German defense is not ready for that change-up. That was a great decision, and a great sub by DeChico to have McMillan in there serving that driven ball.
Prince is okay and walks back in. Fair to Parlow. That was a bad ball back. It allowed Smizek to get it. Smizek running like the game just started to the end line. And that's tackled off by Lori Fair. Corner kick coming up for Germany. Oh, they changed it. Referee has changed it. It's the USA's ball.
And I think Germany has a good point of contention there. It looked like it did deflect off the U.S. defense.
Quebec spotting it down. 81st minute. The USA wins. They move on. Play the winner of Brazil and Nigeria. That's coming up later on ESPN2. For the loser, no more World Cup 99. We're down to the elimination stage. That's why Russia's going home in Sweden after losses last night. All the way back into the German end. Touch back to Rottenberg. USA trying to put some pressure, and they force a giveaway by Germany. This gives the USA possession and takes more time off the clock, and they'll waste some more, too.
Mia Hamm was working very, very hard on defense up top there. She's the one who forced Rottenberg to serve it out of bounds.
USA on the throw-in. Loose in the box and pitch and clears. On the chase, it was Milbert. She'll chase back the other way. Great speed coming back. Great move by Hicks. Got it past Lori Fair. And keeps it in play. Lori Fair with speed made a great recovery. And her speed can help her overcome a mistake. Germany will have a throw in deep, 83rd minute. Fair marking up Meinert. Now it's cleared out. U.S. coming back for it. Good checking back by Mia Hamm. The cut back from Hamm. Milburn. And that's knocked out of play. Throw-in coming up for the United States. And they're going to make another substitution. Tiffany Roberts, more speed. X Games are coming up next. We hope you'll stick around. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of Go Network. Go.com. Bicycle stunt action coming up tonight, if you keep it in. Throw-in coming up. And there'll be a substitution made by Germany first, apparently. Smizik is coming out. Lingor comes on. And now the USA is going to, or are they? Yeah, Roberts is going to come in. So the team gets younger and faster. And again, Tony DeChico showing confidence in these players, although Roberts, despite her youth, has a lot of experience playing in the 95 World Cup as a starter and also in the 96 Olympics. Harlow with a block. Hingst. Hamm went in, gets it on the second effort. Harlow bending it high and wide.
Take a look here at this ball that's won by Lily. Hamm faces up and she finds Cindy Parlow in. Great spin turn at the top of the box. And then Cindy's trying to bend it into the upper right-hand corner. Good half chance. That was a nice attack by the United States.
And that was Cindy's last shot. USA will go defensive. Roberts for Parlow.
And the adjustment is that Fawcett has moved up into the midfield, into the attacking midfield position. They put fresh legs in the back with Tiffany Roberts.
All the way back the other way. Fair wins it in the air. Tough collision. Germany wins it. Keeping it going on the right. Rings. Leads it. Wigman just ran out of space. USA were trailing, remember, 2-1, but they rallied back thanks to goals by defenders.
And both of them were off corner kicks. Here's a great effort here by Brandi Chastain. One-time chance, and you can see the air of excitement in her face. And then this nice driven ball by Shannon McMillan to the near post to Joy Fawcett. Roommates, actually, back in Florida at training camp, and they connected on that one.
USA looking to take this lead, get the win, take on the winner of Brazil versus Nigeria. But if Germany comes back and ties it, we're going into overtime. For the first time in a Women's World Cup, the golden goal rule applies. That's sudden death overtime, where the next goal would win it. That's if Germany comes back and ties. 86th minute. USA leading 3-2. They were down 2-1 at halftime. Knotted down. No one in support there for Germany. Cleared by Fawcett. And it'll roll out. It's Germany's ball. picked off. Shannon McMillan tried to send it in. Almost got that up high enough for Meehan. Fawcett to McMillan wide. Try to cut inside. Tackled out. McMillan is stretching that defense. Shannon McMillan gets ready. Playing now with a lot of confidence in her game. Off that throw. Fawcett's flick. In the air. Rottenberg in hand. Rottenberg won that aerial battle in the 87th minute. She'll roll it right. Meinert. Back for Fitchin. That's going to be blocked off a Milbert tackle. Good, hard, tough work from Tiffany Milbert, whose job is really scoring goals, but she gives you that defense too.
Great team defense starts up top, and the legs are tired, and she's still working 200% out there on the field.
President Clinton and family looking on, and there will be some stoppage time put on. Referee's discretion. We'll see how much, allowing for injuries and substitutions. They will give us a signal. We'll let you know. Lori Fair. Akers blasted out. Michelle looking very fit here as we're into the 88th minute.
I think that rest against North Korea really helped her out.
But she recharged the battery some. In the air, it's going to be deflected back, and Scurry sees it all the way. Ryan Ascuri clears. Germany trying to win that one in the air. Instead, they head it out. Throw-in coming up for the United States. Don't forget, tonight at 9:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Pacific. More quarterfinal action. Nigeria faces Brazil on ESPN2. The winner takes on the winner of this game in the semifinal at Stanford. For more, log on to ESPN.com. Part of Go Network. Go.com. Akers from Lilly. Now it's all about possession. Fair in the 89th minute. Lilly. Tackle away. Great fight from Christine Lilly. She doesn't win the ball back, but she slows down Germany after losing it herself.
She's such an unsung hero. She doesn't get enough recognition in how hard she works and the impact that she makes in every game she plays in.
Milbert plays it back into the middle. Here's Fawcett. Going wide is the USA, and that's too wide. It's Germany's ball. Our Chevrolet player of the game, Joy Fawcett, with one goal. It's the go-ahead goal. It may be the game winner. We'll let you know in a matter of moments. We'll see how much stoppage time is put on, too. Sobrero clearing it out to the right. No room in that wing. It went out. It's Germany's ball, or is it? We're going to look at the injury first. Another World Cup wave. Throw in for Germany with time running out of their World Cup hopes of an upset. Right down the middle. The USA will clear. 2 minutes of stoppage time being put on. Chastain with an ankle injury. It's wrapped up in ice. But she is going to watch this.
JP, we've seen a lot of goals, critical goals, like the Brazilian goal against Germany, scored in extra time.
So starting now, potentially 2 minutes left in Germany's World Cup. They need a goal. Meyer looks to turn. Miner, tackle away. Tiffany Roberts got in. Germany gets the ball back. Pumped inside. Scurry's got it. And Scurry clears. Akers in the air.
JP, at this point, the U.S. is just trying to hang on to this lead. They need to play very, very comfortably, though, and be very safe in their possession as well as their serves. Just serve the ball to the corner flag. Try and keep it inbound. There's no way the Germans can get it upfield quick enough.
Germany has a throw-in. Fawcett marking up on Meinert. They wanted to mark up tighter on those. It's cleared by Laurie Fair. One of the things the coaching staff stressed, mark up the thrower. They didn't do it that time. Less than a minute to go.
They're very fatigued mentally, but that's when they've got to be the most focused mentally. They can't let there be any defensive lapses.
USA with that throw-in. This was a hard-fought game. Germany has given the USA everything they could stand and more. Still about a half minute to go. Lily playing it smart and safe. Here's Fair. Cleared by Sobrero. There's the knock you were talking about for Ham from Fawcett. Neil lost it, got it back, trying to make the cut. Fights to deflect it away. But that might be it for Germany. That took up enough time. Germany wants to make another substitution. Referee's looking at the watch. They're going to allow it. Hoffman comes in. Rings, it looks like, went out. This might be it. Rottenberg's kick. It's over. The USA goes on to the semifinals. There's no such thing as an easy win when you get to this stage. The USA advances as Germany goes home.